Did you ever imagine that Dimebag Darrell was considered the sixth member of Anthrax? And can you believe that Dimebag, who is known for his fierce metal sound, was actually a fan of Nickelback? Get ready to uncover these fascinating facts, rare footages and more as we take you on a journey through the extraordinary life of Dimebag Darrell. Stay tuned as we reveal the remarkable legacy and incredible stories of Dimebag that will leave you stunned.
Founding member of the heavy metal band Pantera.
One of the most popular metal bands,
which had something of a cult following, especially in the early 90s, and even garnered a Grammy nomination.
And lead guitarist of the band, Damage Plan.
One of the most admired guitarists in heavy metal.
Dimebag
Darrell Abbott.
The band Damage Plan had just begun playing at a packed Columbus nightclub.
He's on stage right now. He's got a gun.
I heard at least 3 gunshots. Okay, now there's 2 people shot.
Yeah.
But if you ever met him, he was probably the most down-to-earth person you could ever meet.
There are pages of them for sale on the online auction site eBay. There are also guitar picks, signed posters, and t-shirts for sale.
Rock and roll style, alongside the flowers and farewells, a boombox, and beer bottles, a tribute to rock star Dimebag Darrell Abbott outside the nightclub where he was murdered.
From glam metal to Dimebag Darrell. At the age of 16, Darrell Lance Abbott, originally a talented glam metal musician, went by the stage name Diamond Darrell, rocking the music scene alongside Pantera with their debut album Metal Magic in 1983. With 2 more albums in the glam metal style, the band continued to captivate audiences. Then, in 1986, a pivotal moment arrived when Phil Anselmo joined as the vocalist, leading them to release Power Metal in 1988. By the time of Vulgar Display of Power's release, Darrell's image underwent a transformation that would define his iconic look. He donned a dyed goatee, a razor blade pendant inspired by Judas Priest's British Steel, and became known for his cargo shorts and sleeveless shirts. However, as his style and sound evolved, he felt the need for a name that truly reflected his identity. Thus, the stage name Dimebag Darrell was born, representing his unique persona and musical spirit. Dimebag is a slang term used to refer to an amount of worth $10. Anselmo playfully came up with the name Dimebag as a nod to Darrell's habit of declining more than a dime bag of cannabis, even if it was offered to him for free, because he did not want to be caught with the drug on hand. Youthful triumphs and groundbreaking techniques. At just 14 years old, Dimebag Darrell won the competition for young guitarists on Texas radio station Q102, marking the start of his remarkable journey. He went on to win many more contests, showcasing his exceptional talent until he was eventually banned from the competition to give others a chance to win as well. Dimebag is one of the pioneers in down-tuning his guitar, sometimes as low as C#. This distinctive tuning became an integral part of his powerful and aggressive playing style, leaving a lasting imprint on the world of heavy music. Sixth member of Anthrax and a fan of Nickelback, Dimebag Darrell's guitar skills were truly exceptional and widely respected. He made notable contributions with his mesmerizing guitar solos in Anthrax songs, earning him the honorary title of the sixth member of Anthrax according to bassist Frank Bello. Surprisingly, Dimebag was a fan of Nickelback and even contributed a solo in their cover version of the song Saturday Night's Alright for Fighting by Elton John. In 1987, Dimebag Darrell received a prestigious invitation from Dave Mustaine to join Megadeth. However, he insisted that Vinnie be the drummer if he were to join the band. Unfortunately, Megadeth already had a drummer at the time, and the opportunity didn't materialize.
I was looking for a guitar player. This is after So Far So Good. I had called up Darrell. I just hired Nick Menza on drums, and I said, Darrell, I'd like you to play guitar for me. And he said, sure, man, but I need to bring my brother. And I said, what does your brother do? I thought he was a guitar tech or something. He said, no, he plays the drums. And I said, well, I just hired Nick Menza. And he said, basically that he wasn't going to be able to do it unless his brother came along. It was a missed opportunity for me, I believe.
Darrell's pink bearded goat. During a visit to Dimebag Darrell's house, an amusing incident occurred as recounted by Charlie Benante of Anthrax. It happened when a goat with a pink beard casually strolled by. When he asked Dime why there was a goat walking around, Dime told him that somebody left it at his house, so naturally he had to dye its beard a matching pink. Dimebag's drinkable legacy. In addition to his musical genius, Dimebag was also quite the drinker. He even crafted a special drink called the Black Tooth Grin, which became Pantera's official beverage. It blended 2 shots of Seagram's 7, 2 shots of Crown Royal, and a dash of Coke, delivering a unique flavor that perfectly matched the band's explosive energy. The name comes from a lyric in a Megadeth song called Sweating Bullets. The tragic demise. On that fateful night of December 8, 2004, tragedy struck during a performance by Damageplan at the Alrosa Villa nightclub in Columbus, Ohio. The band had just taken the stage, and everything seemed to be going well. However, the atmosphere quickly turned devastating when a disturbed 25-year-old fan named Nathan Gale stormed onto the stage and fatally shot Dimebag Darrell. It is reported that in the moments before he pulled the trigger on the former Pantera guitarist, he viciously yelled, "You killed Pantera, you ruined my life. What about Phil? He needs money to buy heroin."
Police tonight say the witnesses did hear someone accuse lead guitarist Dimebag of breaking up his former band just before that shooting, but they're still not sure if that speaker was the gunman or a fan.
The shooter was Nathan Gale. His friend says he once showed him pages of lyrics copied from Pantera, claiming he'd actually written them.
According to the Columbus Dispatch, which obtained a 627-page investigative file, Detective William Gillette stated that there is no evidence leading detectives to believe Nathan Gale was communicating with Phil Anselmo or any other individual in an effort to hurt Dimebag Darrell Abbott. The extensive police investigation concluded that Gale, who suffered from schizophrenia, had distressing delusions that the Pantera members were stealing his thoughts. An unforgettable farewell. In a touching tribute, along with a few bottles of his cherished Crown Royal bottles, Dimebag was laid to rest with a significant gesture from Eddie Van Halen. Eddie placed his iconic 1979 black and yellow striped guitar, famously known as Bumblebee, inside Dimebag's casket to accompany him in eternity. Dimebag had expressed his deep admiration for the instrument, which featured his favorite colors, and Eddie had intended to create a replica for him. However, recognizing Dimebag's uniqueness, Eddie decided to give him the original guitar, saying, "Dime was an original and only an original deserves the original." In late 2020, measures were taken to safeguard the Abbott burial ground, including the installation of a protective fence. This important step aimed to prevent further acts of vandalism that had sadly marred Dimebag Darrell's grave in the past. A lost opportunity for Pantera's return. According to Rita Haney, Dimebag Darrell's longtime girlfriend, she firmly believes that if Dimebag were still with us today, he would have been determined to reunite Pantera. Despite the band disbanding due to various reasons, including frontman Phil Anselmo's struggles with addiction, and his focus on other musical projects like Down and Superjoint Ritual, Haney is convinced that, if Dimebag had been alive when Phil achieved sobriety, they would have had a heartfelt meeting to resolve their differences. Ultimately, Pantera would have reunited, standing together on stage once again. Van Halen, Vinnie Paul, reflecting on that fateful night, once shared a memory with Metal Hammer of his final conversation with Dimebag. He told, "We were warming up on the side of the stage like we always did, and we were both really excited. We only had 2 shows left and we were gonna be going home for Christmas and to begin work on the second record. The last thing I ever said to him was Van Halen. And he gives me high five and says, Van fucking Halen. That was our code word for letting it all hang out and having a good time. And that's the last thing he ever said to me. Man, it's insane." If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to share your thoughts and opinions in the comment box below. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and dive into the thrilling world of rock icons with our other fact videos that will unveil untold stories, mind-blowing trivia, and stunning moments. Thanks for watching.